It seems like intellectualizing is a new buzzword with coaches and healers. Creators are using it to convince people that they're stuck in their healing journey or that it's not allowing them to feel their emotions and take action. It's not the word itself that bothers me, it's the lie, the manipulation, and shame behind it. Do you stop the scroll when you come across a coach or healer talking about intellectualizing trauma and suffering? Maybe as you're watching, you think, oh, this is why I feel like I'm not healed after trying so many things. Or maybe you say to yourself, wait, what is intellectualizing? They say it's that you're talking about your trauma with a therapist and reading self-help books. Then you think, well, I didn't know this is what I was doing, but if I could just stop doing this, it would finally be what makes the difference. When coaches and healers say you're intellectualizing your trauma, they're basically telling you that you're doing healing work wrong. This is manipulation disguised as help because they use the buzzword to lure you in, to make it sound like they know what they're talking about. On top of it, they convince you that what you're doing is wrong, but have no fear because they have the answer. It's a somatic practice, a framework, a guide, a group program. You probably feel like you've tried it all and nothing has worked. So this person seems like they know what they're talking about, and they could finally be the one to help you let go of the pain and suffering once and for all. You'll finally be able to leave your trauma in the past. I completely understand how easy it is to think that this means they're the one with the answer, at least the possibility of helping to make a change. I was in the same place. I desperately binged self-help books, podcasts, YouTube videos. I so badly wanted to find a way to make it feel like I wasn't always going to be in pain and life wasn't always going to be so hard and I wasn't always going to feel so miserable. I wanted to find a way to feel better and be less overwhelmed, angry, resentful. I didn't want to have to hang on the word of every coach and healer I came across just to make it through the day. Coaches and healers are telling you that you're intellectualizing your trauma and suffering and it's wrong and that you should stop doing it if you really want to get unstuck. It's so ironic to me that this is what they say because it's actually quite the opposite. They don't really want you to stop because if you stop, then there's no reason for you to watch any more of their content. You won't need anything that they're selling. It doesn't do them any good to have you stop intellectualizing. The intention is to get your attention so they can offer you something. One coach/healer that I saw said he intellectualized his trauma on his healing journey. And because he made this same mistake, he knows how to help you not make the same one. His answer, somatic exercises. Somatics is another buzzword. So it adds to his credibility because when you hear it, your ears perk up and you think, wow, he actually is legit. Or so you think. Somatic means to connect to the physical sensations in your body. So he's offering you relief, but not a solution. And here's why. Intellectualizing means to analyze something. This is exactly what our brains are meant to do. Think. The brain is a meaning-making machine. So a somatic exercise will help you with what is felt physically based on the thoughts that you're having. I was recently at an event where a woman was talking about the childhood trauma she endured and how it impacted her life as a teenager and how it still affects her. And as she was sharing, she remarked that her heart was racing. And this is a perfect example of how the body responds when we intellectualize our trauma. In this instance, a somatic practice like deep breathing would be perfect to help her get out of that heightened state. Her response, though, is totally normal. And when you analyze your trauma and you replay it in your mind and talk about it, you're going to feel things like a racing heart, shallow breathing. Somatics doesn't help you change your thoughts, though. If you follow the advice of the coach or healer that says somatics are the answer, you're going to feel good in the moment. It might even last a day or two, but as soon as you start analyzing again, those physical reactions are coming back. Somatics for intellectualizing are essentially no different than taking Advil or Tylenol for a migraine. All of the content is focused on the analysis itself. It's not looking at the why. Why is someone intellectualizing in the first place? Understanding the why is the only thing that really matters. When a person is intellectualizing, it gives them relief from the pain and suffering that they're feeling because of the trauma they've experienced. The relief feels 10,000 times better than the pain they've been feeling for way too long. The relief comes from trying to figure out how and why the trauma happened. If they can figure it out, then maybe, just maybe, they'll be able to never let it happen again. They'll actually be able to keep themselves safe. They'll have control. Intellectualizing can keep you from taking action, but it's not because you're not feeling your emotions deep enough. Taking action isn't something that you do because it's risky. there's the potential for danger and vulnerability and for you to end up back in that same position, being unsafe. Now you think the only way to do something is if you know and understand everything first. Once you know enough, then you can take action. Knowing enough, understanding everything, feeling fully prepared equals safety, control, and the right time to act. This is why I spent so much of my time binging self-help books and podcasts, recording voice memos, frantically scribbling notes at red lights, and filling notebooks with all of my insights and aha moments. I was always in preparation mode. Becoming someone that takes action doesn't start when you feel your emotions deeply. It starts when you see that intellectualizing is part of who you are because it's a pattern you've been running for a lifetime. You've been living in protection mode because of fear and worry. You've been in survival mode. Once you can see intellectualizing as a pattern you can break, it's not going to be with somatic exercises, another guide, or a course. The pattern will begin to change, and you won't have to analyze everything when you're able to create a new pattern that allows you to feel safe and in control in other ways that are more serving and that they don't keep you spinning your wheels.